Now that we have come to the end of panel discussion, our next program would be the valedictory session for this two-day conference. Please bear with us for 5 minutes. We would be starting off the program. Thank you. A warm welcome to you all. We would like to officially conclude the grandeur, intellectual, mind-blogging, and a food for thought, a two-day international conference, SIMIRCON 2023, through this valedictory ceremony. I now request our director, Sir, Professor CMA Gopinath, to welcome the gathering.
Okay. Yeah, good afternoon. Getting very close to good evening. First of all, thank every one of you to have, you've been bearing us for almost 1 3/4 of a day. Just another 1 hour. And in this 1 hour, you will have two great people who are going to talk to you. And, they will actually inspire and motivate you. Okay. Now, at the inception, we have the guest of honor for the valedictory, Dr. Krishna Rangaswamy, my dear friend from the VTU. He would have been director of at least 6 VTU-based colleges in Bangalore. An excellent human being, a HR practitioner, though he teaches marketing, HR, and general management subjects. He is also on the panel of the Government of India for skill development and such sort of missions. He has his own firm called Ramanuja Management Consultants, and I'm sure his firm is doing very well. And he's asked to, and he's a go-to man at any instance for any talk. So welcome you, sir, to the program. We also have Dr. R. Satyanarayan Rao, my dear friend from the academics and from the industry. With a basic degree in Indian and Western philosophy and diploma in electrical engineering, he served in the BESCOM for 25 years at the managerial level. His areas of interest are general administration, the legal, the technical wing, and the HRD, inventory management and receivables management. He has been part of the Bangalore Action Task Force under the BESCOM with a PhD in HR and legal. Dr. Rao, is our esteemed guest for the day. We'll be very, very happy to have heard from you, sir, at the end of the day. And a man who's with vast experience. He was formerly the Dean of Academics and the best part of administration of Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham, and very proud to say that Dr. Rao is part of our IQSC and the Governing Council with such esteemed people as Dr. Krishna on our panel of IQSC and Governing Council, and also Dr. Rao. I'm very sure the Sindhi management will climb to better heights. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, we have people who have presented papers, the academicians, the industry people, the students, the members of the staff of Sindhi Institute of Management and Sindhi College, and the other representatives. Very, very happy to have you out here in our place. We just had a panel discussion, and there you heard views from 4 people of eminence. We have 2 other eminent people who are going to talk to you. So let's have another hour of session, and then we will let you enjoy your time. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this hour too. Thank you so much.
I now request the chief guest to come and speak a few words.
F5 ಕೂಡ ಹಾಂ F5 ಆಯ್ತು ಇದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ Yesterday and today, before I came over, I was preparing to tell you that I shall wish you late good afternoon, early good evening, because I was to start this presentation 1 hour early at 3:40. We are just 1 hour behind the schedule. Good enough. We are there. Happy to be with all of you this evening, Sindhi Institute of Management, at the culmination of the 2 days international conference, SIMIRCON 2023, today, February 11, 2023. I'm sure all of you are familiar with this brand name. Coca-Cola. I would like to tell you something about this Coca-Cola with respect to the sustainable development, the theme of our 2 days international conference. Coca-Cola has come out with an environmental, social, and corporate governance report. The company intends to make brands and products that people love while building a more sustainable future for their business and for the planet. I would like each one of you to recall the expression of 3 P's cited by one of our guests yesterday morning, was talking about profit, people, and the third P was emphasized upon planet. Here is a reference for that. The company does all of this while staying true to their purpose. Many times when we say this, true to their purpose, we always believe the company must have been working towards achieving its first P, profit. Rather, company looks at from its tagline to refresh the world and make a difference. Now look at the tagline. The company would like to stay true to its purpose. The objective is to refresh the world with its drink and thereby achieve its first P, that is profit. Dasani and Sprite boost sustainability packaging credentials in North America. Sustainable packaging. Our goal is to recover every bottle or can that is sold to recycle and reuse, no matter the size, shape, or material. Reducing our carbon footprint, we set a target to reduce our carbon emissions 25% by 2030 from a 2015 base year. Perhaps every organization that I'm trying to share with you is trying to look at sustainable development from the environment perspective. In this direction, the company also has 6 areas of focus: sustainable packaging, packaging which can be recycled, reused, and put back into the society without wasting. Perhaps you can also recall a recent episode where our Indian Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, visited Indian Oil Corporation plant, where he was given a jacket made out of plastic as a constituent of the jacket. The areas of focus of this company are sustainable packaging, water stewardship, and sustainable agriculture, climate solutions, and product quality and safety. I'm sure all of you are also aware of this Cochin International Airport. India is a champion in sustainable energy. Cochin International Airport Limited, the world's first airport to run fully on solar energy, has produced 25 crore units of electricity, helping eliminate 1.6 lakh tons of carbon footprint. Look at the massive contribution the company has made. It might be difficult for any organization or any group to measure the contribution in terms of reduced carbon footprint, but I bet the company can also measure its accomplishment in terms of 25 crore units of electricity generated from a non-conventional source, rather conventional source, where we are trying to still use hydropower or thermal power for producing electricity. The Cochin International Airport became the first green airport in the world. I emphasize this word. It became the first green airport in the world, for which it was awarded the Champion of Earth Award in 2018, United Nations' highest environmental honor, given out to the first Indian company, perhaps. The airport fully operates on solar power, which meets all its electricity requirements throughout the day, throughout the month, and throughout the year. I'm sure all of us are also familiar with this brand, MasterCard. MasterCard and partners advance the future of sustainable commerce. MasterCard unveiled an acceleration of its net zero timeline by a decade, by a span of 10 years, from 2050 to 2040. They had set a target for 2050. Now they have advanced their technology to a certain extent that over time they have reduced it by next 10 years to achieve their target. It is also scaling its sustainable solutions to customers across Europe and Latin America and other countries, which have all signed on to adopt the MasterCard Carbon Calculator. Supported by its new Global Sustainability Innovation Lab, the company is consistently investing lakhs of dollars in research. The company aims to encourage tangible action. There could be other companies which may speak high words and may not bring all of them into action. This company is more focused on bringing its thoughts into tangible action by people who use its 2.9 billion cards across the globe. Very massive number. This includes helping banks offer their consumers digital tools such as the MasterCard Carbon Calculator that encourage climate conscious choices. People who need to be far more conscious than anybody else for that matter, people who are all environmental conscious, and cards made from more sustainable materials. In other words, many of us, when the card expires, we cut and throw it. There they want to use such a material for manufacturing such cards that the material can be reused again for manufacturing one more card. Global Strategy for Sustainable Consumption and Production 2023 to 2030. The aforesaid vision of United Nations is anchored in 4 pillars for collective action. Pillar 1, further position sustainable consumption and production as an essential requirement and means to achieve global commitments for sustainable development, climate, biodiversity, and pollution. In a recent memorandum signed by the Environmental Division of United Nations, signed in October 21, 2022, United Nations has pledged itself to commit for the sustainable development, and these 4 pillars are emphasized by United Nations in this regard. Pillar 2, enable changes through circularity, transformative multi-stakeholder and public-private partnerships, tools and solutions across high-impact systems and sectors. Pillar 3, empower countries, in particular developing countries, and stakeholders for mainstreaming and implementing sustainable consumption and production patterns, leveraging the UN development system. While UN is trying to pledge its support in this direction, it is not doing it all by itself. It is trying to support all the member countries in implementing this carbon zero. And pillar 4, fostering a global movement and commitments for action. Again, while other countries would like to take up this action, United Nations pledged its strong support in this direction. I have a couple of few other examples where several Indian corporate houses have set up decarbonization targets internally to become carbon neutral by 2050 or before. These include Vedanta, Aditya Birla Group, JSW Group, Adani Transmission, Mahindra and Mahindra, and Dalmia Cement, among others. Reliance Industries has set a target of net zero by 2035, maybe another 12 years down the line. What I'm trying to emphasize is upon a large number of companies are planning and implementing their sustainable development strategies in the years to come. Now, with this background of these examples of companies wanting to pledge themselves for sustainable development, what do we need to move forward to? We began well yesterday morning, our 2 days international conference, with this theme of the conference holding the mantle, strategic advances and developments in commerce and management for sustainable future business. What perhaps our conference also wanted to and has been able to set is put up sustainable development goals for the entire world.